Okay, guys. Week ahead. What do we got? Ainslie.
Hi there, Paul. How are you?
Ainsley, I'm pretty good. Yeah, got to say, it's been another full-on weekend. We had an event for online trading profits yesterday, and we did that, and then popped down to the rugby for the day. Had some family stuff today, so been busy. Looking forward to Monday. Getting back to work is easier than some of this stuff.
A break from all the work. Yeah, I can hear. Yeah, no, I think I've had a really good, yes, good week on gold market. We got to 2000. We're obviously well above that now, but that was my target. That was my game plan, and that was where I was heading for. And that was what I was looking to get. And that came about very early hours of Wednesday morning, around 2 a.m. Sydney time. So I took profit at that level because I was really nervous about coming into 2000. Just being that big round horrendous number that everybody had in mind. It was also a case of thanks Lexi. What to do, where we're going, what would happen at 2000. And having been in that trade for quite some time, I wasn't prepared to risk what might happen at 2000. I was prepared to take my profits, take it off the table, book it, and then go back through the process of analysing what was happening with the market and how it responded to that level. So it hit 2000. I went screaming through. It had a high of 2075. And then we had non-farm payrolls where, look, I've got to say it was interesting because the numbers, whilst they were still bad, were well received. And the US dollar, as we've just been talking about, had actually taken off and gold retraced. So we had quite a heavy retracement on that. If you could pop down to a 4-hourly chart, like see if that you do that.
We'll get into real gold analysis in your session. I just really
okay.
And I appreciate you doing this, but look, I think one of the things that people really want to know is the difference between them and professional traders. And one of the things I really liked about your trade was that you just had a plan and stuck to your plan, right? 2000 was your target, and at 2000 you left, right? And then you take a breather, sleep a bit at night because you haven't slept much in the last few days. And let's remember, you're not talking about being up $400. We're talking about being up 150,000 US dollars at this stage. And why the hell wouldn't you bank some money? I think most people would bank some money around that kind of thing. But this psychology thing, this ability to stay with your plan and be consistent and do what you're supposed to do, it separates out professional traders from amateur traders, doesn't it?
I've got to say it does, because having a plan, and I know I get boring about having a trading plan, and anybody who sat through my sessions was like, have a trading plan and have your risk management plan. Know what you're going to do before you get into the game is so important, because you've got a clear idea of what you want to do. And you've heard me over the last couple of weeks as it's got to certain levels.
This is the thing, right? You're right? It's boring, right? No one wants to hear it.
Nobody wants to hear it. They just want to go, hey, let's go make money.
People who make money do, right? And that the thing that people miss is that trading profitably is boring. It's not super exciting. It's about waiting and letting stuff unfold and not being swept up in the emotion of a moment and making mistakes.
Yeah, it's just one of those. You just work through your plan. And if you see the setup, if you don't know what you're doing before you go in, how the heck are you going to know what you're going to do when you're under a lot of pressure? And you've heard me a couple of times over the week, and I've got a bit nervous around certain levels. It's like, oh, should I book it? And I was just like, I've had to sit back and go, nope, that's not my plan. My plan was to get to this level with everything I'd researched. Yes, be adaptable and not be still looking for $10,000 on gold when it's clearly reversing and the world's turned upside down. That's one thing, but I stuck to it. Nothing had changed with the indicators and the plan to close the trade out, and just sticking through it.
I want to pick this up for a second, because I think one of the things that people don't understand is this, right? If you're watching a market live and you're making decisions and it goes wrong, then internally that comes back to you as your mistake. And if you're trading a plan and you trade that plan properly and things don't work out, you can take one step away from the decision and say, it's the plan that didn't work and not me. And you can review a plan from a distance and without emotion. And you can't do that. You don't have the same perspective on yourself. So when you go, this is my plan and that's what I'm doing, it's not working, I can fix it. That's so much more easy than saying, I'm trading this and I'm making mistakes and I don't have a clue how to fix that.
That's right.
So plan puts another party in here for you. Hey, Ravinda, how you doing? Oh, look, I'll ask you that. Hey, Ravinda, I do want to have a chat with you during the week. Can you Skype me as well? I think Ravinda was saying last week he's up $7,000. Someone should probably jump out of whatever they are doing. Who's sharing that screen? What are we doing, Lexi? Are we meant to be sharing that?
That was interesting.
Lexi, are you trying to share that, or was that a little you forgot you were sharing? Look, Ravinda is saying that gold bounced back to 230 level. I feel this is becoming a support area for shooting up to 2,075. We'll get into that in a little bit more detail. Alexa, you okay? We'll get into that in a bit more detail when we get into the gold section a bit later on. Really, at the moment, we're just having a